and I made a smoothie with my smoothie maker, strawberries and pineapple, and they're great. Strawberry topping and pineapple topping is great on banana splits, but not together in a smoothie. So okay, and I got these. These are new. I don't know if the cats like them or not because little girl didn't eat them. Fuzzy ate some. Mama cat ate some. Kitten ate some. Tiny one ate it. I'm not sure about Gray wouldn't eat it, and Orangey ate it. So this is Tasty Morsels Layers Pate. Tuna and whitefish, chicken and tuna, chicken and turkey. I've noticed that all the cats do not like pate. I don't know why cat food makers keep making pate because I feed 9 cats and they don't like it. Now I've got, this is what they look like, and they look like a kind of a ice cream sundae sort of thing in different layers and colors. So I don't know, but I'm stuffed with real and cute cat eating the box. And there was a news story on how they tested why cats love boxes so much. They built an artificial box, and the cats like angles, which is why they like boxes. Now, let me move the coffee again. I don't knock it on the floor. Kathy came home, and she's all sore, and all we did was walk to Amtrak. So I don't know what to do. And my knees are sore. Kathy came home, and she's all sore, and all we did was walk to Amtrak. Okay, I got this today at my door, and I've already opened it because I have to make sure that it doesn't have something evil in it. And this is cool. This is on, I think, my wish list or something. I don't know who sent this to me. There's no note. I have no idea. It came from a store in Michigan. So, came from the Ann Arbor T-shirt company, AnnArborTees.com. Now, I may have been told about this by somebody, but I can't remember. So, this is a 3XL. I haven't tried it on yet. I need a shower, so I'm not going to. But this says, aliens don't believe in you either. They're on the moon. So, thank you for another addition to my green alien shirt collection. Thoroughly disgusted. Nothing on the back, and the one is sitting on a rock, and the other two are standing there, and a green earth in the background. Not a blue earth, a green earth. It may be an alternate timeline scene. So this is very cool. So thank you, whoever sent this. Hello, Alien Carl. Alien Carl walked his green dog tonight. He told me that. God, I went to move the thing and I almost canceled the broadcast. So, hello, Wizzo. I got to keep this thing from falling on the floor. It's fallen on the floor yesterday. All right. So, I didn't do much of anything today. I did go through there's a whole thing of paperwork in the back. And Fluffy keeps climbing on the bookcases and knocking down all my paperbacks. That's more work. And I got to do laundry tonight. I ate 4 bananas today. I bought bananas at Target. Very good bananas. They weren't brown. Yeah, I hit the button wrong. So I was trying to move the phone, and I hit the end button, and luckily I could cancel it. So let's see. So I don't know. Then there's another one, chicken with turkey. So we'll see if they like it or not. They're going to be eating it because I've got 3, 6, 9, 13 cans of Friskies and 3, 6, 7 cups. So that's enough for 3 days. Then I have to go get more. I'm going to have to go to Walmart next week. Yeah, Fluffy the Destroyer, yes. He's tougher than the Terminator. He's tougher than Predator. He's tougher than 50. I picked up some, and there's a huge Sylvester the Cat back there. One day I hope to repair because his neck is going. And when it fell down, he couldn't get over it. So he jumped over it, jumped onto the bookshelves, and was using them as a ladder and knocked down all my books. By the way, over there is my, I'm going to be very careful I don't do this, television. And I got it to work at the cool time. So now I can watch YouTube in bed. Who is that young lady in the picture hanging on your shelf? What picture hanging on my shelf? There is. That's Kathy. That's Kathy when she was in high school. And the other one is Maddie the cat, Cindy's cat from Finland. So that's Kathy a long time ago. Hundreds of years ago, back in high school. The second love of my life, the first one died tragically. So anyway, I threw out 2 bins of recycling, and I've already got another bin of recycling. I filled the recycling bin outside, took it downstairs, and I have to change the cat boxes tonight because when the cat boxes are dirty, Fuzzy leaves me gifts in the bathroom. So she's on the bed. Mama Cat squeaked at me a little while ago. And Kathy brought over some really weird burritos she got in Patty, and I couldn't eat them. So I tried to give them to my friend Chatacabre, but he was talking and hiding behind a tree. I couldn't see him, so I gave them to the other neighbors in the building where he lives. I wanted to go today to the Berkeley to take my iPads in, but I was too physically sore. So I will go on Monday and finally get them repaired. I really miss having my iPads. And so, by the way, the CDC passed a new thing where you don't have to wear a mask in public. And there is my COVID card for the Chinese virus. My friend Paul objects to calling it that. He thinks it's racist to call it the Chinese virus. And I go, that's ridiculous because you have the Spanish flu. Is it insulting to Spain? I guess if you call the swine flu, it's or avian bird flu, it's insulting to pigs and birds. There's all this political correctness. It came from China. It's a Chinese virus. I have never seen turkey burritos before. I had about 20 burritos, egg and cheese, weird stuff. I don't know where she got them. Kathy didn't want them, she gave them me, so Tinkers to Evers to Chance. It went Patty to Kathy to me to the Mexican fellows. They thanked me for it. I don't know, they may not thank me later. Oh, I did buy this. Thinking I was going to eat burritos. La Victoria red sauce. They did not have... It's weird. There were only 2 mild sauces at Target. Everything else was marked mild. The Pace mild has jalapenos in it. That's not mild to me. So, people have left a bunch of fruit. Oh, also, I got peaches, but in light syrup. I don't know why they can't just spend the money, a few more cents, and put fruit juice in those. Somebody left a can of mandarin oranges. Somebody left... I have 8 cans of pears now. I have a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup, green beans, peas, a Progresso vegetable can. I bought egg rolls, so I'm gonna have something for dinner later. So, Cubs reference, yeah. I guess it's insulting to Montezuma if you say you had revenge. No, I don't think I made a Cubs reference. Remember, the Cubs had the goat curse for, what, 50, 60 years? Or was that the Boston Red Sox? I can't remember. Billy Goat. So, I haven't looked at... Oh, that! Yes. That is definitely a Cubs reference. Thank you. For those who remember those guys, great players. Frank Chance, I believe, was his name. Don't ask me the other two. But oh, I was getting on the bus, and a guy saw my Pittsburgh Pirates shirt. He started going, Dick Grote, Bill Verdon, Bill Mazeroski, Danny Murtaugh. I went, whoa, this guy knows the 60 Pirates. I wish he hadn't gotten on the bus. We could have talked Pirates talk. That would have been great. And he had to go, so I'm going like, wow. Guy's talking about my Pirates. Not the Pirates of today, the immortal 1960 Pirates team that beat the hated Yankees with the immortal and sadly lost Roberto Clemente. So, no, the Bucks have had one winning season out of the last 20. The problem with the Buccos, I will charter a plane, fly back east during baseball season, and go talk to the manager of the Bucks and say I would like to buy into the team as a minority stockholder, and say, can I do some ass kicking? Start kicking your farm team managers and your players and whoever's managed your team. Stop selling people for free agency because you need the money. Of course, in a perfect world, I'd have billions. I'd buy the Cincinnati Reds and the Cleveland Indians, shut them both down, so we'd have one market for the whole region, and then the Pirates would thrive. But that's what draws fans from them. The fan base is too small in Pittsburgh. What's my mug say? I didn't send this to me, but I like it. And stuff keeps falling on the floor. I had the whole thing fall on the floor the other day, and I got to pick all this stuff up again. God. I got a lot of paperwork in there to go through. What is this? Oh, bank statement. Old bank statement. Now, the CDC has said that if we have had the vaccine, we don't have to wear masks. Now, Nancy Pelosi is threatening to fine members of Congress and workers in Congress who refuse to wear masks. Now the CDC is saying we don't have to wear masks. I don't know why they keep electing that woman. And Walmart and Costco are saying if you've had the vaccine, you're not going to be required to wear masks. But other stores are nervous about it. The retail clerks union said, we're going to still, to protect our workers, wear masks. But people in San Jose and the Bay Area restaurants are ecstatic. Now we can start, our employees wear real masks, but now people can start coming in to eat. We've been hurting. And then Paul sent me an email saying that even though he had the vaccine, Bill Maher, the leftist TV show host, got the Chinese virus. So go figure that one out. So Paul says we're never going to be safe. I have a theory that with so many mutations, that may be so. And then and that I've never heard Metallica to the best of my knowledge. Matt Gaetz, I don't know who Matt Gaetz is. I know Bill Gates. I knew him at one time personally. He offered me a job. My mother wouldn't give me the money to go to Albuquerque. So, no, it's Bill Maher, not Matt Gaetz. I don't know where Matt Gaetz came from. Who the heck is Matt Gaetz? Anyway. And there was a story today. I sent it to Paul. I sent it around. I saw a news story popped up on Google, and there was political commentary, which I ignored because Paul gets upset when I talk politics. But it was about the Moderna vaccine, and Moderna's admitted that their vaccine now changes your RNA. And yet, back in February, when I got the vaccine, the horrible Pfizer vaccine with the horrible side effects that I'm still feeling. Let's see, February 12th and then March 11th. There were numerous videos by numerous doctors and scientific experts saying The Moderna vaccine does not, and the vaccines do not change your RNA or your DNA. Well, my nephew, I won't mention his name for security purposes, via my sister, said, don't take the vaccine, it changes your RNA. And I'm thoroughly convinced that he was studying to be a pharmacist where he got in a horrible accident with a car, not his fault, car got hundreds of shards of glass in his brain, could no longer remember math, so there went his pharmacy career. But he said it changes your genetic code. Moderna admitted that the vaccine changes the genetic code today. I don't know what a epidemiologist is. Oh, epidemiologist. Okay, I thought it was a demonologist. I'm reading on my phone. I haven't seen Bill Gates in 30 years, but okay. I'm not going to have a troll come in here and start giving me grief. So, bye, Mr. Oliver. And I really doubt that you have met Bill Gates. But back in the 70s, Bill Gates, I knew Wozniak, and I had, hello, how you doing? What's going on with Nolan Bush? Now, I knew a lot of people in the computer industry at trade shows and computer conferences, because I went at all of them. So, don't come in, you've met this guy, you've met that guy. And I don't know what plane he was on. I don't really care. So, oh, and I watched a video. I like Ricky Lake. I think I'm not sure if she's an anti-gun nut, though. I watched a video called Mayday. And the interesting thing about that video was the whole video was about Steve Fawcett, the millionaire flyer. He had flown around the world. I think he flew in an ultralight, and he disappeared over the Sierra Nevada mountains in California, I believe, and they couldn't find him, and a hiker found his wallet. Then they found his remains. And if you remember, Art Bell had the fraud and con man, as far as I'm concerned, Ed Dames, who said that he knew where the body of Fawcett was. He was full of it. This is the same guy that told us that the New York Mets in June of whatever year he was on the air would be the victims of a terrorist attack live during a baseball game. I said no terrorist in his right mind would attack the New York Mets. They would be laughed out of town. Thank you, UFO girl. So, I have no idea. I used to watch. I have big fingers, so okay. I do not know what QAnon means, unless it's that Q guy whom I've never seen anything on. So, Bozo, I think Bozo was maybe a little old. Oh boy, wait a minute. Pookie, hold on. I just lost the chat. Just a minute. I need a new Mac. One day. Hold on. I got to remove these others. 65% of gas stations are out of gasoline, partly due to that Colonial Petroleum hacking, partly due to energy policies. Hold on. That's strange. There's another thingy up here. Oh, UFO, there's two of them? Thank you, UFO. Or is there one of them? I'm not sure. So I don't know what QAnon means. Russians. No, given that we've been locked down in California twice, and other than going to the store, going out with Kathy, and going to feed the cats, I don't get out much. Yeah, oh, by the way, I would have been criticized. But I thought something, and I felt like doing it when I got off the bus. A father and his dog and his little boy, and the little boy was riding one of those little kid motorcycles, or it looked like a, I don't know what you call those things. They turn them, it's not a go-kart, it's like a little motorcycle with like a lawnmower engine. He was riding around the adult education parking lot, and I felt like putting a video and titling it Shriner's Motorcycle Training, Kid Training, because it looked so cute. He just kept going in a circle. It was very funny. So, yeah, Olympic level carpooling. By the way, I've wondered about that. Could you have a clown car that was like multi-level, like a condo clown car? Now, there's all kinds of channels out. There's cat channels. There's Bondi Vet, which I like to watch. I watched about a little kitten today who was no mama. It was found in the gutter, and its claw had gotten infected, and they fixed it. Little sweet, gray, long-haired kitten. There's the Flight Channel, which talks about airplane crashes. There's Mayday, more of the same. There's Disaster Channel, the Smithsonian Channel. Where is the Clown Channel? Shouldn't there be a Clown Channel? Maybe Wizzo needs to start the Clown Channel. I figure what the clown car does, it's like one of these accordion things. When they're not using it, it folds in, and then when they use it, it extends out like with some kind of spring and rod thing, and then there's different levels for all the clowns, Although it would get a little top heavy, if we had. Now there's a thought too. Maybe somebody should put a clown survival guide magazine out, So. No comment. Good trippy song. I have no idea. I have to worry with my cane tip. The bottom of the rubber came off, and I can't see with the stupid mask on, that I don't trip and break my leg. That's all the tripping I got to deal with. No. We don't come up with pocket pools. I'm removing that comment. Let me see. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Let me tell you a story. How I got trapped in Nordstrom one day. Kathy loves her what used to be called Chinese chicken salad, but I guess someone objected to calling a chicken salad Chinese. I guess next we'll have PETA or somebody object to calling a restaurant Mexican or Chinese or even Asian. So they changed the salad to Asian. All right, that's enough. No more. You've been timed out. So anyway, one day we drive over there at the Prius, we park our car, and we go up to have our lunch. Her favorite is Chinese chicken salad. By the way, I went there with her, and they were out of hamburgers. And when I gave the waiter the reference to, you better not let Wimpy eat here, he had no idea who I was talking about. He barely knew who Popeye was. And I said, Wimpy's a guy who mooches hamburgers from restaurants. You get these gigantic plate of hamburgers, and he wolfed them all down where Bluto and Popeye fight. He knew who Popeye was, but he'd never heard of Wimpy. The J stand for. They were out of hamburgers. I said, how the hell can you be out of hamburgers? So I ate this shrimp with tomato sauce and tomatoes and spaghetti. I think it's still attacking me. So, but anyway, we go there, and I ordered the food and paid for it, and I said, Kathy, I got to go to the bathroom. Well, back then on the third floor of the Nordstrom, they had a single restroom for men, and it was a combination single-person restroom and handicapped diaper-changing men's room and women's room. And so I go in there and I lock the door and I use the bathroom, and when I went to turn the lock, it wouldn't open. And I kept trying it, and the lever would not turn. So after about 15 minutes of this, I started yelling and banging on the door. Nobody heard me. Finally, after 20 minutes, Kathy came over. Where are you? I'm in the bathroom. Why aren't you coming out? I can't. The door won't open. And I yelled. No employees heard me. No people. No one had to go to the bathroom during that time, I guess. And They finally got the guy who knew how to open the door had gone home for the evening, so they got one of the maintenance guy to come up, and he had to break the lock with a crowbar and let me out. And I talked to the manager of the store, and I said, well, at least you could do is pay for our meal. I was trapped in the Nordstrom bathroom, had visions of I was going to die in the bathroom of starvation. That was weird. And now that bathroom is now a multi, they somehow expanded it. Maybe they had a clown accordion. And urinals and stalls. And they have this thing you put your hand in, and the air is supposed to blow hot air instead of using paper towels, except none of them work. So now Kathy did not rescue me because nobody could get in the door from the outside. It turns out the bolt mechanism was the pin that opens the lock was broken. You could lock it, but once it broke, it would not unlock. So they had to literally smash the door with a crowbar. And I think they took it off the hinges too. So that was scary though. You'll find out when you say something inappropriate. I'm not going to put a list down. You're an adult. You ought to know what you can and cannot say. So anyway, that's what was going on there. So okay, I'm going to do this. I got one wet with coffee. So here we go, coin roll hunting. I'm going to open this up. Okay, yes, it is inappropriate. And so, hold on. I didn't order that coffee cup that was given to me. So, bye. And to come up with Lush Limbaugh is kind of insulting. So, to the late Rush Limbaugh. So, all right, here we go. $10 in quarters. Talked to the bank, and I said, do you have any half dollars or quarters? I see all these people doing coin videos where they say they are getting boxes of quarters, and they're finding 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20 silver quarters, box of halves. Bank of America said, we don't have any. Credit Union said, we don't have any. I don't know where to get them. Okay, here are quarters. There are no silver in here. There is no silver in here. No silver here. And finally, no silver there. I never find any. And then this is my, oops, this is my mug of quarters. This is my laundry money mug. So I don't have quarters going all over the floor. So, I don't have much to talk about because I haven't been doing anything. I will be changing the cat boxes tonight. I will be doing laundry tonight. I have a couple clean shirts, but since I need a shower, I didn't want to put on a clean shirt. And earlier, before I left for cat feeding, it was really warm in here. Out there, it's windy and getting chilly. He said something. He said something that referred to my cup, but you know they always come in. Oh, you've got this cup. It's terrible. And can he say that word? Only I can say that word. Cup, and I really should put some surgical tape on it and cover the word up, maybe. But then I couldn't wash the cup. I drink out of this all the time. But it was sent to me by someone special. That's why I drink out of it. So, I guess I should put this in the laundry. This is my Roswell shirt. People complain about that too. These guys come in and they find anything to complain about. Okay. I had a cup of coffee earlier. This cup of coffee, that's your coffee tonight. If I drink more coffee, I'll wind up running to the bathroom all night. So, anyhow, huge gas lines around the country. I'm going to click on this and see what it says here. 65% of gas stations this is an article from the Western, have no fuel days after pipeline restart, and wherever they took this picture, gas is, this is curious. It says price at Exxon $3.29, $3.89, and then $3.09. I don't get that one. How do you go backwards? There's a picture in this story. The Colonial Pipeline is once again sending gasoline to states along the East Coast have been parched after their cyber attack started a shutdown of 5,500 pipeline. Massive number of gas stations are out of fuel. 45% of Georgia's gas stations are out. Tennessee 29, Florida 26. Carolina is 65% out of gas stations. South Carolina 48, Virginia 45. And should the company have paid the ransom? If you shouldn't pay, but if you don't have a choice, you'll be out of business forever. You're going to pay. Drivers will expect by Memorial Day the amount of fuel is going to be back to normal. Average price national is $3.04. Well, Stephen Gardner, who does stimulus videos and financial videos, said in Salt Lake he's paying $3.35 a gallon, and we're paying $3.67 or higher here. So by the way, I won't remove you, but we do not allow the word stonks to be used here. So you have a handle with the word stonk, I will let it go. Stonks is a stupid term. The official term for securities is stocks. And who came up with that silliness? So, anyhow, I don't know. Well, we do have still probably Al-Qaeda. We have Boko Haram. I'm sure there are terrorists in Afghanistan. We still have, we were going to pull out of Afghanistan. Now we're not. You have the Taliban going to take over the country again after we went there 20 years ago to stop the Taliban. Go figure. No, I do not know what John Lennon High is. Well, I don't know if I can do this. Hold on. Maybe if I can get out of this. I don't know what end the stream. I can't look up the price, and I think Bitcoin was at 50,000, and Coinbase is going to start allowing you to buy Dogecoin, which is really strange. You'd think they'd be doing it now. So, oh, by the way, there is a program. This was in the December stimulus legislation, that if you're on low income, and I cannot give you the link right now, I'm going to have to dig it up and put it in the description later on. If you're on low income, if you get SNAP benefits, if you have, what is that thing called? Lifeline. If you have children that get school lunch program food, you qualify. There's a program that will give you up to $50 a month to pay your internet bill. So I will have to dig up the thingy. I filled it out. It took about 5 minutes. And their check to provider in my area link does not thing you click on does not work. Some providers are already in this program, some providers not. The government put aside $3.5 billion to pay for low-income internet. So if your internet like Kathy's is $10 a month, they will only pay 10. If your internet is 50 like mine, they will pay 50. So I don't think people getting unemployment are bums, and I don't think if you have money that the government has geared to a program and you're taking advantage, you're not mooching off of anybody, so don't start that mooching garbage. There are many people who lost their jobs due to the Chinese virus, due to their companies going out of business. States are talking about ending the federal portion of unemployment, which I think is terrible. And they're saying that some people are making more money than and this came up last year too. They're making more money than they go to work. They're making $20 or $30 an hour with unemployment. But in some cases, if their jobs are gone forever, the store or business has folded up, and I've seen so many businesses here where I live out of business. San Francisco, when I go there for a medical test or my doctor, there's stores that have been there, were there for 30 and 40 years, they're boarded up and they got for lease signed and no one's leasing them. So, well, I told you not to say mooched. So, well, the thing is, a clown is a terrible thing to waste. You got wasted clowns, I would be, if I were still working, if I were able to work, I would have been terrified to go to work for fear of getting the Chinese virus. So, and I've had enough issues with the side effects of the Pfizer shot. So, by the way, which half of the clowns are going to work and which half of a clown is not going to work? I don't know who Matt Gaetz is, so please stop. I've never heard of the guy, and you spelled the name wrong. Mentioned somebody I never heard of. How the hell do I know who he is? I think this came up the other night. The trolls were talking about him. So don't do it, Stonky, or you'll be out of here. I'm not going to be aggravated tonight. I'm having a good time. Or trying to. I don't know everybody in the news, and I don't always pay attention. Yeah, Dogecoin was a cryptocurrency created as a joke as a reaction to Bitcoin. Yeah, I've been on the tour of the Capitol, that in Sacramento and in Congress in Washington, D.C. I lived there for 8 years. But after a while, since I as a child, I got into places that most people wouldn't. Well, I really can't do much breaking news coverage without my iPads working because I'm stuck with this phone. So I've got to get my iPads repaired. At least one of them. I have an issue with the second one because they did not seal the glue on one side and the whole screen broke. Yeah, I was in the Oval Office in, I believe, 1962. I marched in Kennedy's inaugural parade, so met John F. Kennedy, met Richard Nixon in his law offices in New York, met Nelson Rockefeller when I campaigned for Hubert Humphrey in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They needed supplies, so we gave them some supplies. They were out. They would trade us stuff when we needed it. So, and worked for Joseph Alioto and Eugene McCarthy. Used to be a Democrat that I saw my party taken on by the insane. No, I will not vote for Caitlyn Jenner. I have no idea what a good Rage song is. I don't even know what a Rage song is. I listen to Frank Sinatra. By the way, if I should ever win the lotto, and I'm hoping that the $397 million isn't one, so I can go buy some, with my meager money left, buy some Mega Millions, I think it is. Top 10 things to do. Frank Sinatra's former house in Palm Springs, that's $15 million, is not, nobody wants to buy it. So I'll get a hold of the agent to drop the price, I'll buy it, because living in the chairman's house would be cool. Even though it's just, I use, okay, if you're talking Charles Manson, that's not acceptable. I don't know who Manson is other than Charles Manson. You're skating on thin ice, Mr. Stonk. I will probably vote for the former Republican mayor of San Diego. And there's another issue. There's money owed to the disabled, senior, and blind of the state from the 80s. Somewhere I have the paperwork here. $195 for me and Kathy, and millions of people in the state were owed money when the government suspended the program because they were out of money under Gray Davis. And they said, if we ever have a surplus, we'll send that money out. And they were supposed to pay that money back with interest. So after 35 years, we should be owed a whole lot of money. And nobody in the state assembly or senate I've talked to knows what I'm talking about. So when the pandemic is over, what the hell are you talking about? Tourniquet. I'm going to have to go up to the governor's office and say, with the form, and say, you guys owe us money, and before you sent out $600 stimulus checks, you should have paid the people back that are still alive that have been owed money since the 80s and never got their money. That should have been your priority. Not illegal aliens, not trains to nowhere, not illegal alien tuition. Oh, another thing that annoys me, Highway 4 near where we live, we got on the bus the other day, and as we turned to get on the freeway, they're now taking the Diamond Lane that was built with gas tax money that was free, they're turning it into a toll road. Fontainebleau is still around as far as I know. It's in Goldfinger. It was in Frank Sinatra movies, but I'm not sure. Where's a ghost where? Where are you seeing a ghost? I'm back. Well, if I wanted to do that, all I'd have to do is go to the... Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Goodbye. I don't know what this guy is doing. He's an irritant. All right, now. I could go to the I think it's the St. Anne Hotel in San Francisco. It's a block from where my mother used to live, and it is haunted. So... before the pandemic, they had tours of the hotel. I could always go to Colorado to the hotel where The Shining was filmed and do a video there. But it's a matter of, I talked to go to Las Vegas. The big problem is, what do you do about feeding Mama Cat, Kitten, Tiny One, Gray, and Orangey? Tiny One, Chatacabra can feed. My cat, Mama Cat and Kitten, my neighbor will leave food out for them, but I don't know what Orangey goes. We go to Vegas, we're gone 4 and 5 days. People are leaving dry food for Orangey, but not eating it. I did find out definitely tonight he's scared of the shopping cart, because I went to put his food down, went by on the sidewalk with the shopping cart, and he jumped away from the food. So that's why Orangey's not coming to me. He's scared for the shopping cart. Oh, here we go. Bye-bye. Here we go again. They inundated me the other night. Excuse me, I have to go to the facilities. I will be back in a moment. If I can get it. Oh, too much coffee. Oh. 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 Okay. I have no idea what black figure. I wasn't here. I wonder why it won't let me go back up. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Okay, Raphael Cruz, you just insulted me. Bye. I don't know what water he's talking about, or whoever that was. But he's gone. So is Stonky. So is the Monte Carlo Fool. Oh, here we go with Nick Gers. You're probably a troll too, because they kept asking about you. So if you don't behave, you're out of here. I do have a shadow animal in here. I have a theory, since I've seen it go through the wall of my living room, that it is the ghost of my Minnie Mouse cat. So I finally actually saw it in a video some time ago behind me, but it runs from the bedroom down the hallway behind me or in front of me, and it runs right out the wall onto the balcony. So paranormal is in this apartment. Something haunts this apartment other than laundry. and my kitchen, which haunts me every day because I never get time to or the effort or the ability to finish. Partly because I haven't been able to go to Walmart and get another storage container for all the dishes and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. They had a commercial of Mac tonight. Wish I had a cut of that song. Mac the Knife. One of my relatives co-wrote the song. Tell you one thing, after I buy the house and the cars and all the stuff I need, I'm buying a new, nice, comfortable computer chair, or having someone design one for me. Liz Cheney is a congresswoman or senator from Wyoming who just got effectively censored out of her leadership position in Congress because she voted to impeach President Trump. No, I don't need I don't need another sleeper sofa. I've already got uncomfortable sleeper sofa. I need to get rid of that thing and get a bed. Preferably in my $1.5 million mansion, or in Nevada, or my 15 million, whatever the hell it is, $14.5 million Frank Sinatra mansion in Palm Springs. I cleared it up. There's laundry on the floor now, and I cleared all the paperwork out. My backpack is sitting here. I haven't moved it yet. But she has now declared war on Trump, and I'm sure Trump is just shaking his boots. Not! Because people for the last couple of streams, who is Nick Gers? And since I've never heard of Nick Gers, I get suspicious when people come and ask us somebody I never heard of. I don't do drugs. I couldn't tell you what's good to listen to high, but Sinatra had dozens of songs. He was a friend. I knew Mr. Frank Sinatra. Depends on your taste. Depends on what you like. There's some Sinatra songs I don't care for. Stuff in the 40s. Some of that doesn't hold up well, but others, the man did classic songs. So, written by Sammy Kahn. I can't think of his first name, Van Heusen, and arranged by Nelson Riddle and others. So, Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Steve Lawrence, Edie Gomez, Vicky Carr, those are some of my favorites. Yeah. When I lived in Vegas, but mistake I made moving away from Vegas to move back in, my mother after the courts had declared me an emancipated minor. I should have never left Vegas. Mr. Sinatra would have gotten me a job, and I would have probably gone to UNLV for hotel management. Would have wound up being an executive, so one of my bigger mistakes. So, I don't know. There's something about SpaceX. There's something about Elon Musk. Oh, and there's a new thing where there's some new high-speed transport that'll go to Mach 15, and they said this could be the beginning of interplanetary travel, where we could go from planet to planet. It's so fast that we could get to Mars fast. I didn't read the article, I just saw the little beginning paragraph. Met Frank in the Riviera Hotel with my mother and the late Toady Fields. So. I never understood that song. Some velvet morning when I'm straight, I'm going to open up your gate. And then I'm talking about Phaedra, how she did this and that. And I go, what the hell was this song? And Lee Greenwood and Nancy Sinatra, if my memory serves. But I never understood it when it came out. I still don't understand that song. It's very strange. I think they're talking about being high or someone died. I've never been able to figure out that song. Not one of my top 10 songs. All right. I think Nick Gurr's the troll. It's time for him to go. Bye-bye. No Tiny Tim. That guy got married to Miss Vicky on Carson. He was so weird. They got divorced real fast. He was not well. So, the guy was creepy. I watched him get married, and no tip juice or the tulips in here, I'll tell you that. Oh. I like Something's Got to Give. I like The Tender Trap. Come Blow Your Horn. Kathy likes High Hopes, where he sings about the ant moving a rubber tree plant. She's never seen the movie. But there's a lot of Sinatra in my repertoire. I have a lot of Sinatra CDs. Sadly, I never thought when he was alive to get his autograph for my collection, but I would have lost it when I lost my storage anyway. I called him Mr. Sinatra. He called me the Kid. And I still haven't gotten my... I got to go on Monday and go to Safeway before I go to Berkeley and get my medicine for my kidney stones. I forgot all about that today. I intended to, but my body said, you're not going out today. You're in too much pain. Both my knees were swollen. So, hold on. Let me go back here and see what Wizzo said. Whoa, the chat disconnected. What the hell? Not on the phone, but on my computer. The chat is gone. That's weird. Maybe my chat just got attacked by Nick Gurr's. Oh, I just realized. Nick Gurr's a racist handle. Good thing I blocked him. He's a troll. I wouldn't want to be on Jimmy Kimmel. He's a leftist. And he's not funny. Oh boy. I think somebody must have hacked my here before. And yet I have, oh wait a minute, this is my fault. I had to restart my computer. Hold on. That could be a problem. How lucky can one man be? I got trolls that make me flee. Okay, hold on. I forgot to protect my computer. You're funny. But if all your stuff is anti-George Bush or anti-Trump or anti-conservatives, that's not being funny. Johnny Carson would be funny, and he would go after Democrats and Republicans, but he wasn't doing it to be mean-spirited. Whereas Kimmel and the other guy whose name I can't remember, and not Conan so much. Conan is retiring. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hold on. I love Conan O'Brien. All these guys, Stephen Colbert, they're all leftists. And they don't give the other side any kind of a chance. So, and some of them say some truly disgusting things. So it's not comedy when you start going all political all the time. And I don't care for Kimmel's style of comedy. He's reading weird memos and stuff like that. I'm having a real problem here. The CyberGhost is on my computer does not want to work. Letterman is also left wing, but he didn't work at it like these new guys did. Boy, it will not let me open up CyberGhost on my computer. This is disturbing. Now, his name, take the name together. Nick. It spells out a race. It's a racist handle. Read the words together. Took me a minute to figure it out. It's another troll. Okay, I'm going to have to quit this because I cannot get CyberGhost to work. So if you take Nick and Gers, put the words together and say it verbally, you'll see exactly why he's a troll. All right, I'm going to end this and I'll come right back. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh.